One of the things I love about this so much is you're gonna see it's very flexible, it does lots of cool stuff, is you're not working with heavy chemicals. It's interesting, I was talking to my friend of mine and she had to get all her tile professionally cleaned. And I said, well, Amy, why'd you have to do that? It didn't make any sense. And she said, because it had built up so much gunk and dirt. And do you know what her tile guy said? He said, do not use chemicals on your tile, use water. And use like hot water, right? And he recommended that because the chemicals are attracting more dirt and more gunk and it leaves that kind of a film on it. So from that point on, she has never used chemicals on her floors anymore. And I do the exact same thing. I'm a water-based kind of girl simply because her tile guy gave her that advice. And I'm like, well, okay, there you go. But my, while I'm water, does not heat up. With the Shark, you're gonna get that super, super powerful heat that's really gonna do the job for you. All right, I have 3 colors available. We've got on this end is gonna be the wine color. We also have the blue, and then I have the red. Unfortunately, our gray is sold out. You're gonna get this, do I still have gray? Oh, I'm sorry. This one here? Oh, it's got wine accents on it. I don't know. Okay, this is gray. Okay, that is gray, I guess. Just got a little touch of wine in there, and that's blue and that's red, sorry guys. And then you're gonna get the fill tank. You're also gonna get 2 of the double-sided dirt grip washable pads. So no wet wipes or sticky wipes or paper towels or yucky mops. These you can throw in the washer and you'll use them over and over and over again. Ultimately, it just saves you a ton of money. All right, let's go to Tracy Rosa, who's joining me, and she's gonna tell us what makes this so spectacular. Hi, Trace.
Hey, Suzanne, it's genius. See what I did there? The genius mop. Too early for it.
You're funny.
Hey, listen, it's late. All right, here's the deal, Suzanne. As you know, not all steam mops are created the same, right? And the thing that kind of separates this one from the other ones on the marketplace is this one actually cleans and sanitizes. So not everyone can say that it sanitizes your floors as well, but we can legally say that with 3 passes, this is going to clean 99.9% of the bacteria and all that stuff that you have on your floor. Because you know what separates us is that this is gonna heat up to 212 degrees, which is great because that's also gonna give us a very, very quick evaporation rate. So it is literally safe for all of your floor surfaces, even your hardwood floors. And we all know that people get very nervous when it comes to hardwood floors because they don't want them to be sopping wet. Well, with this one, you can go ahead and set this in any mode that you want, either low, medium, and high, and you're gonna be able to clean those hardwood floors, and you're gonna do it in 1 pass. And by the time that you go forward and the time that you go back, within a matter of seconds, your floors are actually going to be cleaned, kind of polished, and dry, which is fantastic. So look at how beautiful that looks right here. And we've done it without chemicals. You know, I want you to kind of wrap your brain around a new way of cleaning. So many of us feel like we need those very, very harsh chemicals, you know, the ones that burn our nose and make our eyes water and stuff like that. You don't have to do that anymore. This is going to clean and sanitize. And look, you can see within a matter of seconds, it's a nice, clean floor, but it's also going to be relatively dry within a matter of seconds. It's great for all sealed surfaces. So here, like if you're using this in the entryway of your home and you've got boot marks and you've got shoe marks and you've got pet marks. You know, Suzanne, I read an article one time about all the stuff that our shoes actually bring into our home from just walking around the outdoors, whether we're walking in the grass or walking wherever. You would be disgusted if you really read and thought about all that stuff. And check this out. One other thing, Suzanne, exclusive technology here, the power blast, okay? Look at that steam. You flip it over, you push it down, and this is going to melt away those really, really stuck on nasty messes there. And you know what? It's gonna hold on to that mess, Suzanne, instead of pushing it from room to room to room. Check that out.
Well, and after I do my quick demo, Tracy, I'd really like you to go through how they make the pads because they're brilliant. You can use them on very sensitive floors and on tough stains as well. But remember, you don't need chemicals anymore. You need that super powered heat. And there's very few steam mops that make the claims that Tracy's allowed to say. That is very unusual to get that kind of verbiage to be allowed to say on the air. We can't say it, as a matter of fact. effect. That's what happens if it doesn't, they have to prove it independently that it is truly going to sanitize, and they cannot say that unless we have written independent proof of that. And that's a really big deal because a lot of steam mops do not get into a high enough heat level. They don't have that kind of power. Now that was crayon, and I know that crayon's been sitting here for a while, and someone really scribbled on it. I'm not down there with a knife or my nails. Have you ever gotten down with your nails and like scratched on something because you couldn't get it up with your regular mop? Literally, it just melted all that crayon away. Now watch, at the exact same time, I'm gonna go to a wood floor. I used to have wood floors. I now have all tile, but I had all wood and a little bit of tile. And I was so nervous, Trace, because I was like, oh my goodness, if I get too much water on that wood, it's gonna warp it. It's gonna ruin my floors. And I think a lot of us do not mop our wood floors very often because we're so freaked out about warping them or in fact ruining them. But look at that, you guys. And in literally a couple more seconds, that is gonna be completely dry. So if you're like that and you're freaked out about mopping your wood floors, you should be, but no worries when you're using the Shark. So do me a favor, let's talk about this animation and also talk about that mop head, because it's brilliant.
It really is brilliant. A lot of work and a lot of energy went into creating the perfect pad for this. There's that exclusive power blast that we talk about. But remember, the thing that separates us is we're gonna actually go over the mess and we're gonna hold on to the mess. So those little grippies right there are gonna grab it and hold on to the mess. But check this out. You see these little gray kind of chevron marks? Yeah, it looks fancy, but it's not for looks. Those are our non-abrasive scrubbies. So you were talking about your friend with the tile and how she doesn't use chemicals anymore. You still want something that's gonna get in your grout, right? And clean your grout without having to scratch your floor. That's it. Now, the other great thing about this, Suzanne, is check this out. With the press of a button, I dump it, so I never have to touch that pad. And look at all of the different jets in here, front and back, giving you that 212 degrees worth of steam. It's not like it's one little jet, so you're gonna get one little wimpy stream of steam. This is going to give you power. And the way that you replace it, again, you never have to touch the pad, is slide it in right like so, get it into its spot, and then it's going to lock just like this, boom, and then boom, and you're good to go. Now, the thing that we love too is, like we said, it separates itself from the other things on the marketplace because I have 3 different settings. I have low, medium, and high. That doesn't mean whether you're getting, you know, cooler steam or higher steam. It just means the amount of steam that you're getting. So if you want it on high, you certainly can. Now, this is that Shark Challenge that we love so much, Suzanne. These are the floors that don't really look dirty, right? And these are the floors that we probably would wait a couple days to clean because, hey, you don't see it, it's not there. But it's the stuff that you don't see that really is the grossest, am I right? And especially over the holidays when we're gonna be having grandkids over and the kids are gonna be sitting on the floor and you're gonna be, you know, creating memories down there on your floors, whether it's puzzles or games or whatever. You wanna make sure that not only is it clean, it's sanitized with the power of steam, not the power of chemicals.
And I just want to show you too, in terms of what you're talking about, the power, I've got it on low right now, and I have it on that super like nozzle, which really it's gonna, if you have, let's say something, it's really stuck on there, right? Now watch as I switch. I'm gonna go to medium, and then the medium's pretty strong. Like, okay, that's gonna take care of a lot of stuff. Watch high. I'm just gonna give it a second to get to high. Look how crazy that is. So if you've really got, let's say, I don't know, maybe it's a stain or a drip of something that's been there for a couple days. Maybe it's that mustard that's dried on the floor. This is literally gonna isolate it and really just send that jet of steam directly to it. So it's really gonna kind of just instantly almost melt the dirt or the gunk or the sticky stuff. You know what's so funny is when you're trying to clean and you've got that sticky spot. And then you have to get on your hands and knees. You gotta take a kitchen knife, let's be honest, because we've all done that. And you're trying to scrape it off. It's so nice when you can just stand there, flip this over, and look at that. Instantly, it is blasting that ooey gooey sticky stuff, and I don't have to get on my hands and knees. And then, when I'm ready, I just go back over it and finish it off. Hey, Tracy, how long is the cleaning time on one tank?
So you're gonna get, you know, a good amount of time, probably up to about 15, 20 minutes. But here's the really cool thing that I love about this one, Suzanne, is it's not pressurized. So what does that mean for you? It means that you don't have to wait for this to cool down to fill up the reservoir again. So it really is up to you how long the water is going to last. Because I don't know, what if you're using it on high all the time? Obviously, it's going to go a little faster. If I have it on low, you're going to get more bang for your buck. But you never have to worry about it cooling down. You just fill it back up when it needs to get filled back up. And so good. Great thing that this heats up to 212 degrees, so it cleans and sanitizes. But this is a really cool feature as well. You're getting two of them. They're machine washable, so you just throw them in the washer, put them in the dryer, so you're never having to put, cash in the trash, as we say. And then these little chevron things, those are non-abrasive scrubbies, so it's going to get deep down in your tile. Other great things about this as well, it's really easy to hold on to. You're getting a wonderful low profile, so I can get underneath just like so. All right. I love the fact too, look at this, Suzanne. You got wonderful swivel technology, so I can use it like this, or I can use it like that if I want to take it up and down the stairs. But also, let's say you're using it in the bathroom and you want to go around the base of the toilet, like so. Look at how nicely it butts right up against, whatever surface area you have. If you're using it just as a mop, it has wonderful absorption. And then you've got that wonderful power blast right there. And look at that steam, right? I mean, it's fantastic the amount of steam that you're getting with this. You never have to touch that dirty pad again. That's a feature that I love. And I think that, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Suzanne. So many people are cleaning and sanitizing everything, whether it's our hands, whether it's our cell phones, whether it's, our surface areas. What about your floors? Okay, we love it for that. But also, this is a year-round solution, because in the kitchen, we're dealing with things that, let's say we've got a chicken that fell or some chicken juice that fell on the floor. That bacteria there, now I can pick up with this. Okay. All right. And instead of spreading it from room to room to room, you know where that bacteria is? It's right here, because I can legally say that with 3 passes at 212 degrees, that's the temperature of the steam, I can clean up 99.9% of the bacteria that are on your floor surfaces.
And guys, that is a really tough standard to have to meet. She cannot say that unless it's independently tested and proven to us. She cannot say that.